Do it.
It is done.
Do it. 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 Do it.
I'm not starting the
Oh,
music till the tournament actually starts.
no, I want to check the volume. Just start the tournament right now, or start the music right now.
Start the tournament right now. Uh, I don't know. It'll take a while for the music to actually kick in, so I'll just skip a little bit.
Okay, don't say anything. Okay, I think that's a little bit too loud. Reduce it by like 10%.
There.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Oh, this is more intense parts in the music. Let me try somewhere else.
Oh well, when I listened to it, this was just like the entire thing. It was all really angry.
I think I'm gonna leave it right here. Oh, that part's just silent. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it right there. And OBS says that should be fine. Yeah. Anyway.
All right. Okay, I closed the stream. I'm gonna.
You might want to keep
Going
like
to.
one of the chats open so you can,
That's true. You're right.
see that before it pops up on stream.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna open a new thingamajig. I'm gonna move it over to my second screen. Put it over there.
I'm gonna post the stuff and thing.
I'm just gonna pause the thing. I'm gonna need you to screen share me your screen on Discord.
All right.
All right.
I should probably
Can you
do
say
a
a thing?
last check on
Oh my god.
what?
You're roboting super hard.
Okay.
Okay, it stopped now. Guess it was just the initial rush of the start of the screen share.
Anyway, I want to make sure this is all right. This is 90. Yep. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Looks like we're good.
You should set countdown to 5 seconds so you can really annoy people.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, countdown, not rounds. Rounds will annoy me.
And what? What am I doing? Okay. That should be fine. That's fine. That's fine. Yep. All right. Should be golden.
Yeah.
Should I make an announcement and
Yeah, do that.
announcements?
Or well, maybe not an announcement, but like,
No, I'm doing it.
dude, you are OP. Admin and boost.
There it is.
You are so overpowered.
Someone's here. Maybe. Ah, Mons is here. Howdy, Mons.
Oh, Mons. You know, I just now realized that he doesn't have his let's call it interesting name on YouTube.
Hey, how visible is on-stream chat? That's the only thing I didn't know because I can't really full screen OBS. Well, I guess I technically can, but I'd have to move it on to the bigger monitor. Hey, NU. It's legible. Alright, that doesn't make
Yeah,
it
that's
sound very good.
it's like, yeah, I can read it, but it's there. It's a thing.
Because I can make it bigger.
Man, I wish there was a way for me to like just full screen the chat so that I don't have to have the oh, there's pop-out chat.
Oh, yes.
Sweet. I can. Now I don't have to stare at the paused stream and it's real gross if I have to do that.
Yeah, I just turned mine to like 144. Just so I can see that it's still moving. Check your Discord. Alright, so that's maybe on the small side. I do like one of these. I know like I shouldn't stretch this window, but if I just change its boundaries, it doesn't get any bigger. So we're gonna go with that. 1 minute remains.
Check your PMs. I gotta discuss a thing.
Okay, it is time. Start the music.
Are you kidding me? There's a bird literally across the entire house, and this is like a mansion-sized house.
Oh yes,
And
I can hear it. Not very much. It's just like a little squeaky in the background.
apparently, there's no house big enough to prevent a bird from being obnoxious.
All right.
I cannot believe how many save files you have. I have like 2.
Here it is. That looks like one of the skeleton tournament things. Alright, so we'll have 3 pools of 4. You guys just let me know if the music's too loud or whatnot. I think we're ready to start. Anything you want to say before we start, Fly?
I want to say that this tournament is dedicated to everybody who does not understand how dumb drones are.
Alright. First up we have Mons versus Exterp. Mons with his signature wedges. And what's he packing here? He's got some plasma, some burst lasers, mortars, looks like. Some blast pulsers. I think that's it. Could be wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got 3 ships in there.
And Exterp has what looks like a monotype fleet with a really large generator in the front.
Dude, those are shields.
I'm stupid. Yeah, those are shields that look like generators. Some defense cannons and some flat cannons. It's got 30 of them too. Fancy that. Alright.
So Mons' fleet here is a pretty old meta fleet, like for the armor meta. Exterp seems to have really taken the buff shields to heart, so he's pretty much relying entirely on those for his durability here.
Exterp's packing quite a bit of damage here. Chewing through Mon ships a lot faster than I was expecting.
Yeah, the older ships, when you use the largest block sizes, you don't get as much concentrated durability as you would expect. You'd have to like multi-layer them if you want that. But then that has its own issues, you know? At that point, you may as well use smaller blocks and just put more of them.
I really like that mortar ship. It's very satisfying watching it shoot. Too bad it can't really break through the shield sufficiently.
I definitely saw it get a few kills.
Yeah, I saw it get a few as well. So the first round going heavily in favor of Exterp.
His ship's now swarming like piranhas.
Yes. Mon's ship on the right adapting the spinning tactic.
No, we banned spinners. Mons' fleet is clearly disqualified now.
Hey Splinter. Welcome to New Meta Land. I mean, look how effective that spinner is. Oh, and again, oh, well.
It almost did something.
It almost did something. It was actually disadvantageous for it to regrow that thruster.
And it's like Exterp ships are just holding their fire or something. Just refusing to.
Yeah,
kill
like
it.
I don't understand what's going on either. Like they almost are letting this go to time. Like what is this? With like 6 seconds remaining, Exterp finally puts an end to whatever Mons was doing. curious to see how the rounded arena will affect things later in the tournament.
Yeah, kiters interact with it in very, let's say, interesting ways.
Very interesting.
By the way, have you forgotten to turn on the music?
No?
Oh, I forgot for a moment that I'm not looking at the actual stream.
No, you're just looking through share screen.
Yeah.
Although things might get a little confusing if
Yeah, that wouldn't work. Definitely an interesting streaming setup. Gonna have to take some time to get used to it.
So this is oh, my bad here. So we have Toxico here with his single 8000p ship. It's actually a ship he built before this tournament, way before this tournament actually, and he just adopted some of the new mods features onto it. It's pretty cool how it changed how the ship functions. So he's got some railguns, burst lasers, mortars, missiles, lots of generators, a little bit of lasers, and he's using this outer layer of armor quite effectively. Also 3 large shields.
Yeah, when I was looking over the ships, I noticed something interesting with his binding setups. He has his burst laser set to point defense, which is an interesting decision considering that they're now forced to always fully charge and they have 3-second charge time.
Looks like his shields are down, he's starting to take damage. He did take out 1 ship before doing so.
Oddly enough, Toxico's ship doesn't actually rely on the shields very much. It's that space-hardened armor that really gives him the durability he needs to sustain through fights, as you'll see right here. Shields have been down for quite a bit of time, but Mons' fleet is having quite a bit of difficulty getting through the armor.
Yeah, and the shields keep recharging periodically.
Recharging so they can absorb 5 damage and then break again.
Well, I don't think he's gonna last forever. He keeps getting distracted.
Yeah, definitely the biggest weakness of large ships. I don't know of any way to fix that in the mod either. There's no change I can make that will stop large ships from changing targets the moment before their target gets killed. As I think we just saw happen there. Dude, can you check that out?
Nah, he killed it. It went from 10 ships to 9.
Oh.
You see the new flak features fairly easily coming from the mortars.
The outer layer of armor on Toxico's ship still hasn't been fully penetrated.
Does he have a small shield around the generators?
I think so. He's
That's
got
pathetic.
small shields dotted periodically throughout his ship. He's using hardened generators, not the normal ones, so you can tell them very easily apart from the shields.
Yeah. The thing about hardened generators is they don't explode when you break them. So even if they got to his generators, his ship might not actually die.
In addition to that, shields can be overloaded by burst lasers, and when they overload, they explode. But hardened
Looks like
generators won't get
Toxico's gonna
destroyed.
take it on points. Definitely survived a lot longer than I was expecting. Looks like Mons couldn't put out enough damage to get through.
Looking very closely, you'll notice that the external armor, the spaced armor on Toxico's ship is made out of 1 scale squares, which gives it an incredibly high HP density.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Yeah, I don't know if you can really tell.
Yeah, each of these 1 squares has 2,000 health.
Yeah, you can't really tell. I guess comparing how big or how wide they are, like at the segment compared to the missiles, you can tell that they're only 1 buys. Yeah, I didn't think about that. But wouldn't this weigh more?
Yeah, it weighs quite a lot. But he doesn't seem to care. He just sits there.
Yeah, I mean, Monza's coming to him. Monza has a lot less points than he has at this point from last match.
Yeah, Splinter, they also have a little bit of an issue in this version. It's fixed in the next version, so don't worry about it though. The thin sticks, what shape is that, Splinter?
He's probably talking about the half squares.
Those
or
are
like
triangles.
the adapters would work too.
Probably the adapters, I think.
No, the half squares
Make
is
more
in
sense.
rectangle.
Oh, rectangles.
Because you can like make that just a really thin. It'd probably be best to do the thin 2 wides instead of the thick 2 wides if you wanted the best density to splash resistance. Although he has quite a lot of shields, so I'm not sure he's worried about splash. Looks like Toxico's doing this round quite a bit easier than last round. Not even
Looks
a
like
scratch.
Looks like there's a bit of an issue with the AI with Monza's ships where they're sitting just barely out of range and their projectiles are timing out right before they hit the shield. Get on that, Arthur. Come on.
Yeah, it's like they were afraid of it from last match and they're just...
No, they were doing that last match too.
They were? Okay.
Why they were failing to do damage. I'm not sure what's going on or what's causing it. I don't remember seeing it in any tournaments in the past.
So Toxico takes that round. Now up is Mons versus Kamikaze Dialect. Alright, looks like Kamikaze's got quite a few different ships. He's got Antimatter, Proton Beam, or Protein Beam, my bad. Some railguns, just about everything on here. A laser boat, got some torpedoes on it. Some little kiter doodads. And another laser boat with some mortars. Alright. See how Mons fares against this.
One of the big goals for me when designing the armor revamp for the mod was to create a situation where people can build aesthetic ships without losing very much combat effectiveness. So you don't necessarily have to build a giant armor block like what Mons is doing. And I think Dialect's ships here are a great example of someone pursuing the goal that I had in mind.
Yeah, they've got a nice aesthetic to them.
Yeah, definitely very consistent aesthetic throughout the ships, and they definitely do also perform.
His main ship reminds me of the Skeleton Tournament ship, actually. That was one that Mons did a while back. Interesting seeing the laser boat just kind of run around and not actually laser things. Let's see what these guys are doing. So this is the, I guess, less scared version of the laser boat. Using some manipulators. I'm not sure that's going to help him fight Mons, but Looks like it's working.
Yeah, they definitely don't do much in this version. I mean, I'm not saying they should be able to tractor in a ship that big, but still.
Yeah, you're right, Splinter, but smaller blocks do weigh more.
No, smaller blocks weigh less. The downside is that they have a lot of splash weakness. A mortar still has its splash, like the frags were added on top of it by Arthur, without changing its cost and without changing any of its stats. So what I did is I reduced its AoE a little bit. I'm not entirely sure how much. I'll go check.
Yeah, I thought that was a little weird from some of Amon's previous matches. You can usually tell like when bullets are pretty densely stacked by how bright they are, and didn't seem to be doing a whole lot. Looks like Kamikaze's gonna take this round maybe by elimination. But
Yeah,
by points
I reduced
nonetheless.
mortar AoE went from 100 to 60.
And we will skip this last round a minute in, if it seems to be going the same way as this round has gone by Mon's request.
Take a look at that mortar ship. I want to see some of its misbehavior up close. Oh yeah, it's the new aiming AI. That's probably what your problem is. For some reason, the ships really insist on spread firing their projectiles when they really don't need to. And then half of them miss for no good reason. Another change from beta.
I wonder if it's considering the frag range when it's firing.
Yeah, it does, unfortunately.
That is kind of sad. He was shooting a lot before like the mortars would even land. Anyway.
Yeah, Arthur makes a lot of very brilliant changes to the AI, like factoring in shield distance, but some other not so brilliant changes, such as factoring in frag distance.
So now Toxico versus Exter.
In that case, Mons, I'll have to take a look at that after the tournament.
I think Expert has Toxico's number.
Yeah, I agree. Once again, large ships failing to pick a target and stick with it.
First round to Exter. Looks like a pretty much perfect repeat of last match. Can't imagine Toxico will be taking this any differently. Extirp for the win. This match might be a little bit more interesting. We'll see how Kamikaze's ships respect or disrespect.
I think Extirp's fleet lacks the ability to punch through shields, so if Dialect's fleet correctly disengages occasionally, then they should be pretty good. But
He
they don't
lost
seem
one
to be
of the
doing
laser
that.
boats. Points are pretty close too. I think he might lose the main ship. Yeah. It's gonna be a uphill battle from here on out. I think of all the ships though, this last ship is the one that could do it. It's got the mortar and the sword.
Oh no. Distraction.
Yeah, it's surrounded now. I think this might be the end. Yeah. And I'll just skip this depending on how this goes.
Yeah, I think this is pretty skippable.
Yeah.
Those missiles will never get through a shield.
I still think Kamikaze could take this. But this is a bad start, I think. Well, actually, it's about the same as last time, now that I think about it.
His second sword ship really needs to get right in there, but it's not. Now that it failed to save its ally, it's just gonna...
Yeah, it's gotten surrounded. Looks like X-Strip's gonna sweep this pool. Yeah, I wasn't around to see Mon's burst lasers do the evil things.
Okay, so just imagine one of Mons' ships at the side of Midatoxic's ship, and then just break it in half in one shot. That's how it was. So, you know.
In the last fight. So what we're doing for the winners is only one will advance unless there is a tie, and then everyone who's in the tie advances. So regardless of how this goes, Xderp will be the sole person to move on to the champion pool. Looks like Toxico's ship is having a hard time turning around. No shields can't do much against the protein lasers.
Yeah, Toxico's ship has a lot of thrust, but it's all forwards. So, the moment it has to do anything but go forward, it's got a bit of a problem.
Where are the rest of Kamikaze's ships? Just chilling? Yep, that looks about right. Just shooting them into the wall and they can't turn around. Well, those missiles are landing at least. Yeah, I don't think Kamikaze's ship has enough oomph to get through.
Just by the way, Splinter, current burst lasers are slightly better than they are in vanilla.
Yeah, I can confirm this.
So if you're saying that these aren't good, then ooh, they're not good in vanilla either.
I think they're probably worse at doing point defense though.
Yeah, they're terrible at point defense. Don't try and use them for that.
That's what they're like almost mainly used for in vanilla.
Yeah, I've buffed up a bunch of other point defenses though, so they're now actual viable options. So.
He actually did it.
Stuck his protein up Midatoxic's butt until he won.
Yeah.
Whoa, that was a fast kill.
It's plenty. I also have to say, I really like the colors that Toxico chose for his ship.
Oh no, this is gonna be a repeat of the last match. It just
Oh,
refuses.
he got through.
No, something chain reacted. Did he not have?
I think one of the
Like,
shields was down for just a bit too long. I mean, he's
oh,
pretty thin around the middle.
his small shields there protecting his generators are actually close enough to chain react with the big shield, so that's probably what happened.
Oh, alright. So good job, Exeter, for winning that round. We'll get to the next pool in here. Alright.
Hey, Splinter, what do you mean by none of the blocks have felt very good? Can you expand on that? Yeah, Starfix, shields explode the same way generators do. And I made sure that they all have enough damage to break each other, so they can do that if you don't make them far from each other.
Alright, going into the second pool.
Yeah, so this pool is going to be very interesting, considering that Imperiex is here. You'll see what I mean shortly.
So first, Margicus versus Starfix.
Okay, so Margicus has brought one of his old vanilla ships. As far as I know, he basically just like made all the thrusters a little bit smaller to convert them into the mod, and
This
just
is
threw the
old.
ship straight in without much changes.
I thought
It's
he
got,
made this pretty new.
No, it's not new at all. Well, it's new in tournaments. He hasn't submitted it before, but yeah, it's using quite a bit of blast pulsers and some heavy plasma cannons. And then Starfix has one of his, whatever these are. They've got rockets pointing in every direction. So many thrusters that you couldn't even shake a stick at them. And I think that's another vanilla ship pretty much thrown directly into the mod with minimal changes.
Yeah, looks about accurate to me. Mark's ships are pretty fast.
Yeah, I think he forgot to account for the fact that his armor has much less mass and a lot less health now. So his ships have enough thrust to push way more than the health they have. In terms of brawlers, I mean, for all I know, he intended for the ships to be able to chase down kiters.
Oh, you might get some pincer action though. Ah,
Oh,
close but no cigar. I think that's what about the most intense this round is gonna get.
maybe it happens again. You don't know. You're not their mom.
I really like the look at Mark's ships. Very unique. I mean, the overall shape isn't very unique. Wedges are pretty common nowadays, but the armor layout's pretty cool.
Splinter, when you say battleship type weapons, do you mean things like the heavy plasma cannons? Because in the case of these, they have much higher velocity than they used to have to help them hit kiters. So they're basically buff version of vanilla.
I can't actually see if they're connecting or not. I think they are connecting with the shield.
Here we can see the circular arena doing its thing.
Yeah.
So that's gotta go. I wouldn't be surprised if all the other matches go the same way between these two fleets. They just get stuck on the arena and go around in circles forever.
Well, at least Mark got some points. I can not be said for some things that fight these kind of ships. So I'll probably go in a minute into the second round, and then unless things develop differently, I'm gonna just skip these. I'm actually pretty surprised that Star is actually doing somewhat of any damage.
Yeah, he's got like one rocket pointing in every direction, so like his ships are able to shoot like one rocket at the target right now.
How many points did Starfix get?
Like 5.
500?
No, like 200.
Oh. So, if Mark does catch a ship, he wins. This is pretty good, having them go in opposite directions.
Yeah, they'll just meet in the middle. That is if that other ship up there decides to move. Which it doesn't seem to feel like doing.
Nope.
Is this it? No.
It is a lot better at not getting pinched.
Yeah, I fully expect that even if an ideal pinch situation happens that would kill a kiter in vanilla, the kiters here will just escape after the AI change. They just can't be pinched. You have to hard counter them pretty much now. RNG is not a factor.
Yeah, we're looking into maybe making the arena a lot more harsh. See if that works to help pinching, I suppose.
Well, Starfix, your omnidirectional thrust isn't saving you from being stuck to the side of the arena.
Mark does have more points this round. I'm gonna let it play out a bit more.
Not if I ban spacers. Just kidding. When Duke says harsh arena, he means like square arena or asteroids.
Yeah.
Not just small arena. So spacers won't help you. Oh, so you're giving incursion its obligated dose of cancer, is what you're saying. Owl better have a lot of good rushers. Oh my god.
Oh, another opportunity. Gone like the wind.
Well, arguably with the new AI, the opportunities were never a thing to begin with.
Yeah, I think Mark would need a different design. I think he could pull it off if he changed his armor layout to something more Trapper-esque. Like right here. Oh!
I think if he had manipulators on that ship, he would have gotten that kill right there.
I think he's gonna win on points though.
He will. He definitely will.
That's all it takes.
Splinter, rusher weapons are unchanged. What's the issue? Is it just shields? You just really don't like shields?
Yes, Starfix has a very distinct lack of damage, has to be said. I mean, sure, lack of damage means less disrespect, but have some respect for your own ships.
Yeah, Imperiex, when I guess I should clarify that when I say the grabber beams are good, I mean the grabber beams are good on the test version, not the live version. So the test version is going live after this tournament.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see if we actually even learn anything from this tournament that we don't already know.
Yeah, we did quite a bit of testing. Maybe so much testing as to invalidate the tournament, but who knows?
I mean, I'll take any excuse to watch space boats fight. Points are pretty close again. Well, as close as brawlers fighting Kaidus can be. Yeah, the arena size is only 20,000. Is it
It's
30,000
it's
in?
20,000.
Is it 30,000 in Mons tourneys?
I think so.
I think the arena just feels smaller because it's circular.
I'm not sure, but the arena needs to be small with the current state the kiters are in.
Well, here, you can like pretty much see the entire arena on the screen at one time.
Yeah.
And I feel like you couldn't do that. Anyway. Well, sadly, unless one of Mark's ships turns around, this looks like Starfix's gonna take the round and the match.
Times two, times two, times two.
Yeah, this is over. Now for Mark versus Imperiex.
Oh, Imperiex, you goof. Alright, so Imperiex found that drones are pretty much the only long-range weapon I forgot to nerf. And so we slammed a bunch of them onto ships with really big shields that all sit there and cover each other with their really big shields.
Jeez.
So,
Well, I think I can
yeah.
imagine how this is gonna go.
Like, honestly, I don't think this fleet would be particularly strong if it did not have drones. But it does. So it's probably gonna kill a lot of stuff real fast.
Mark was getting some melee damage on some of those shields. But, yeah. Not enough.
Once more into the breach.
Jeez, man. Those autocannons?
Yeah, there's a lot of autocannons. Basically what happens is the drone AI, or the drones mess up the AI of kiters, and then the kiters just like fly through the shield ball and get destroyed by autocannons.
Sounds
So not
like,
even kiters are safe.
sounds like a fun time.
Yeah. Well, thankfully only Imperiex thought of it, so that'll be fixed.
I did think of some pretty nasty stuff, but I didn't really want to do that.
All right, so Insane Asylum, he said he submitted just a bunch of stuff, you know, some stuff he had lying around. I don't even think. Okay, so that one ship at the center, it's kind of satellite shaped, center front. It has a little bit down.
This one?
This is the only ship that he has actually changed for the tournament. Everything else is just vanilla.
Oh. So yeah, it's got some flak stuff and some laser stuff, some rail stuff, just stuff.
Yeah, a lot of things.
Stuff and things.
Unfortunately, again, we're seeing Mark's ship's lack of armor hurting them quite a bit. They don't have the durability to slug it out with the other ships.
Yeah, looks like he's about to lose one. I'm trying to think of something that would beat Imperiex.
Well, Splinter, consider that those shields have 20,000 health, and if you were to have 20,000 health in armor, it would be like half the cost. So that's a thing. But then also consider that the shields have regeneration, and the regeneration on those ships, the moment they get shot, it's going to drain all of their juice, and they're not going to be able to regenerate it. So damage to Imperiex's ships is pretty much permanent because of how much they fire their weapons and how much power they firing their weapons consumes. So really, if you were to do the exact same ships but with armor, they would be better.
Which is to say, we should probably have a minimum speed requirement.
Probably. I kind of assumed when I was writing the rules that since kiters are stronger, they're going to be able to deal with ships like that. But I didn't expect...
Just blatant execution.
Yeah. I didn't expect the kiters to run into the shield vault and get themselves killed the moment they got a chance.
Yeah, I was thinking, oh, well, what if someone just builds a bunch of non-moving ships? Saying, oh, I'll just have my kiter won't, you know, go near them. Nope.
Yeah, if disrespect was not a thing, then it'd be totally fine. But disrespect isn't, so it ain't.
Yeah, what were the bindings for Imperiex's ships? If you
I don't know,
recall.
something. It doesn't matter though, because Arthur patched that glitch.
Okay.
Wait, extra cores? Hold on a moment. That's illegal.
Extra core. I didn't see any extra cores.
I didn't see any extra cores either.
We'll look at it the next.
I'm
battle
opening up
he
my game and
has.
I'm looking at it right now.
He means by having 30 ships fly.
Oh, what?
I like how you reacted to that.
Ah, I understand. Yeah, cores need to have their stats adjusted. The main way that I thought, hey, I can stop people from just spamming a whole bunch of really small ships is by making cores more expensive and have worse stats, but didn't make it high enough.
I think
guess.
just worse stats would be better.
Well, what form of worse stats would you give them? They're already pretty garbage.
I don't know. Maybe like literally no energy.
Suppose that's one way. Force people to use generators.
It looks like Star's staying away from them. I doubt he has enough damage to go through any of those shields though.
Just wait until the drone clouds get accumulated. Then his ships will start behaving a little interestingly. Notice how Imperiex's ships are able to generate so many drones that when the drone clouds collide with one of Starfix's ships, he loses armor, like big chunks of it, just from the collision damage.
There's so many drones. What is drone life?
I don't know, it's all default. Drones haven't been changed yet.
It looks so bizarre. I thought he would like have hit the maximum drone capacity by now. But since he has so many ships, the capacity is times 30, I suppose.
I'm not even sure how capacity works.
Yeah, like in campaign, if you make a bunch of drones, after like you get like maybe 100, they start decaying without like their actual life going. But if you have 30 ships, then you have 30 max capacities, which is yeah, if you go look back at my ship Too Slow, my ship had too many anchor drones, so it actually hit the anchor drone cap, and by the time the anchor drones would actually even get to the enemy. They already decayed just because there was too many anchor drones from that one ship. If there wasn't a cap, then they would have like actually done something.
Congratulations, Starfix, on being the first kiter fleet I've seen that doesn't just suicide into the shield ball. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, considering how strong kiters are. And Duke, I think it's safe to say that for the next round of this fight, you could run it at 2x.
I don't know if it'll go at 2x, but I could try. Or, I mean, I think it might be safe to say I could just skip it.
That as well.
Well done, Imperiex. See if any of insane stuff is fast enough to do anything. I mean,
railguns not proving to be the effective anti-kiter weapon that they truly deserve to be there. Not even able to catch up to the target. Never mind hit it.
there's some disrespect though. Definitely some disrespect going on. Yeah, Imperiex did what we asked him to. He broke our game.
Whoa. Asylum ships playing bumper cars with Starfix.
There's a bunch of balls banging against each other. Nothing unusual here.
Starfix's ship proving the accuracy of rockets. And again, its ability to focus fire.
And like, once Starfix starts losing, he can never come back. Because his ship does no damage.
He got 400 points somehow.
I think that was from collision. Like, honestly, I'm almost certain that was from collision damage.
Dude, he has nearly 500 points now.
Oh, you might actually be getting
Starfix.
some sort of points. I guess Asylum doesn't really have too many shields.
499. Dude, this is a comeback for Starfix, clearly.
Surprised he hasn't just started disrespecting. Must have learned something from his dead brother. Yeah, I'm not seeing a whole lot of torpedoes. Did you touch torpedoes that much?
I reduced their splash very slightly, but other than that, nope.
Do you think torpedo spam would have done anything versus Imperiex?
It would if the AI of torpedo ships hadn't gotten totally screwed up. What it does is it tries to engage at the very maximum range of torpedoes, which just so happens to be further than the arena. So they lock onto the side of the arena and can't hit anything. I fixed that for the next version, but you know, next version.
Oh, in case anyone's wondering, I did also enter the tournament. But I mean, I don't think this tournament means a whole lot, seeing by how things are going. And even if I submitted really early before we even started looking at, or before I even looked at any ships.
Yeah, Duke's ship is pretty good, so I put him into the abuse pool.
It's funny. Pretty much knew that Starfix was going to enter something like this.
Unfortunately, Starfix, we're going to be stuck with this arena size until I figure out how to balance kiters. Because This is the only way to deal with them.
Well, if they don't get the kill right here, I'm just gonna skip.
Press the button.
Another lamb to the slaughter.
Actually, this fleet does. Oh, I'm thinking of a different fleet. Never mind. I was gonna say this fleet actually does decently well against them. That was what's his name's fleet in the first pool with the proton swords.
Oh,
He managed to get like he was able to get like 2
Toxicron?
whole kills. Yeah, he could get like 2 whole kills on these.
Well, he's definitely got the highest HP out of all the ships so far. Showing that big ships can still be pretty effective. Yeah, sorry to say, it looks like PX is gonna take this.
No, notice how insane ships just like refuse to engage. I don't know why. I don't know what's happening, but they just refuse to go anywhere near the enemies, except for that guy.
Jeez.
Sucks to be that guy.
This is like Tinker levels of plasma spam.
Like if you scroll out and take a look at the entire fight at once, you can see Imperiex's or Insane Asylum's ships just flying around doing nothing.
Yeah.
This is the drones doing drone things.
It's like they're treating the drones as their own separate ships.
Yeah. Hey, let's fight the drones instead of the ships spewing out the drones. Definitely think spewing is a good word to describe what the shield ball does.
Yeah. Well, PX is moving on. I mean, we could just vote to not move him on. Anyway. On to the next pool. And the final pool.
Dude, you have Arthur as a Steam friend?
Yeah, man. Look at how bad his ships are.
That's not nice.
They look nice.
That's not. No, they don't.
They look pretty alright.
They look like half decent.
Anyway. Okay.
Dude, get freaking yummy waffles in here.
Yummy waffles and myself.
The ass guy.
Yeah. Alright, moving on to the final pool. First up we got Quantum Reactor versus Infamous Yenyu. So, not some slow. Looks like he's got a bunch of defense cannons and some missiles, some drones. Interesting use of octagon armor.
Interesting use of factories.
Yeah, I'm not sure why those are there.
He's not entirely. I asked him. He's not entirely sure yet.
They fit nicely.
I can't tell if that's a shield or a generator in the middle there, but it's a thing.
That is a generator.
Not sure if he needs one of those, but all right.
I'm not either. Looks like a bunch of burst laser, torpedo drones, some drones, and some satellites to do some stuff. See how it goes.
Clem Hazard has just solidified in everybody's mind this circular shape as a satellite.
That's what it is. Yenya's ships are pretty fast. It always surprises me how fast like ships feel in this mod compared to vanilla.
Oh, you can get them just as slow as they are in vanilla. You just gotta pack on some smaller armor.
Yeah.
It also helps to convert their thrusters to the proper size.
Yeah, I'm hoping you only had 2 of those waffle splinter. My computer wasn't too happy with more than 2.
If I recall correctly, there's only 1.
Oh, well. Even better. I mean, it's not like deleting a few wouldn't hurt your fleet that much. They only cost like 44p.
He said they're pretty important because they make kiters disrespect and grind themselves.
Yeah, well, I don't think that idea is important and shouldn't exist.
Ah.
At this pace, we might actually not need a new music video. It's gonna be close. That's kind of hypocritical of you, Splinter. So it looks like this first round, Infamous is going to be taking it. Probably by points, seeing as how fast he's killing ships. I think it also we might want to reduce from 3 minutes to something less in the future. Although maybe not, because that one battle with Marg versus Starfix lasted all the way up till the end. First round goes to Infamous, pretty handily.
Man, don't you love it when your internet just goes down?
Is that why you've been so quiet?
Yeah, my internet just turned off.
Well, I'm glad you're back. Didn't really miss much. Infamous just gave Quantum the what for?
Chasing him around in circles forever?
Not really. Infamous is doing a good job of killing stuff.
Wonder where what for came from. Wonder who came up with that.
Came up with what?
What for? Well, like why not what 5?
Reminds me of a elementary game.
Quantum reactor ships definitely remind me of race cars. They just kind of like choose a direction and they zoom off in their direction.
Go fast, turn left. Except, you know, they're turning all over the place. Where there's ground wires? What's that? You like this part of the, oh, never mind. I was gonna ask you if you like this part of the song better, Fly, but you can't hear it.
Yeah, next time we'll have to sync the music.
I think this last song is the only song you could actually get behind. Ah, internet, right.
Well, at least it did it during an asymmetrical tournament and not a Guns of Icarus tournament.
I like how you put that, Yenu. Up next is Yenu versus Splinter. So Yenu, what? Something is not right.
I think this guy is called Quantum Reactor.
I thought it was just about to be Yenu versus my fleet.
Oh, well, I think it's a Quantum Reactor versus Splinter.
Okay, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for more confirmation here from chat.
What? What are you talking about?
I seriously thought Yenu was about to fight my ship.
Okay, whatever. Just look at Splinter ships. Come on.
I mean, I guess I can do that in the meantime.
Don't look at that ship. That ship doesn't deserve to be looked at.
It's a very nice background image here. Maybe put it on a nice shirt. Nice polo shirt. That's about all I have to say about whatever this is.
I have more to say about Splinter, but I'll keep that to myself.
And
I think it'll be easier to tell what's going on if you look at the other ship.
torpedoes?
They're both the same, by the way.
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. Torpedoes. Oh, maybe not. It's kind of hard to tell what's happening.
They're both the same price. Know that for sure.
Alright, so this is not the same as this. This one's got burst lasers, drones, some manipulators. This one's got torpedoes, missiles, mine launchers.
Yeah, that's mine launchers.
Yeah. Anyway.
They got some stuff they can shoot. And they're gonna do a lot of it.
We can all make sure to thank Splinter for only using one waffle. But then, you know, make it very sarcastic.
And of course, the Splinter using tractor beams as point defense for some reason. Because you want the missiles to get closer to you, not away.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say Splinter's probably going to take this match. He's got some nice little ships.
Generally, if you want to kill your opponent, you have to go to them and not get stuck on the side of the arena. Duke, pan over to the left.
Oh, having a little party.
These ships have a tendency to do this. They don't have any reverse thrust.
Yeah, no kidding. They just like each other. And these guys over here too. These guys are more loners though. Or I guess this one's the loner. This is the third wheel. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's how that goes. And this is not a third wheel situation.
Splinter's waffle, of course, being here just to lag the game and serve no other purpose.
I mean, I could fix that.
Dude, open the console and just delete it.
On to the next song. Yeah, I was thinking of doing that.
Do it. He deserves it. Like, I mean, normally that's pretty like a big no-no, but just he deserves it.
I kind of want to see it like regrow. Oh, I guess it's taking damage. You can't do that. Maybe I'll just like almost kill it.
Delete like 95% of it. There we go. The game's running so much faster now.
Oh, started the rebuild.
Oh, never mind. Rip.
Yeah, rip.
Sorry, Splinter.
That shit. Yeah.
But it's kind of your fault. You brought it upon yourself.
I mean,
we'll
Quantum wasn't even interested in your waffle. The least they could do is like try some waffle. Yeah, no kidding. You got some cheap ass waffles, Splinter.
Are those rockets? That's a lot of rockets. Decidedly more rockets than Starfix had, has to be said.
Alright, well, looks like Splinter's gonna take the first round. I'd like to see Quantum do something in the second round, but I guess we'll have to see.
I think we'll have to delete Splinter's thing again and put it at 2x.
Yeah, I'm really surprised you guys didn't just try and break the game a lot more than what is happening right now.
We have a lot of semi-serious submissions to a game that has very questionable balance at the moment, so...
Splinter takes round 1. And
Alright,
Quantum starting off by running away.
The console should take round 2.
The console?
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Just ask chat how they feel about it then.
I do think that the console really likes to eat waffles.
Oh my god, dude, you're in 3 mode. You're in the editor mode, that's why it's lagging so much.
No. Just go back into this and then it's fine. I don't know what Splinter's talking about. What was I doing?
You had it in editor mode instead of ship mode. With ship mode, you can just select the ship and break it all at once. You just select the core.
Yeah, but like I was only there for like a moment and deleted the ship and then went back into regular.
Maybe you just triggered him.
I just wanted to bite little bits off the first waffle.
Alright, thank you Splinter for making us aware that we need to have a time dilation rule. Even though I thought I could get around it.
I'm like, chill Splinter, I only had it on for like 10 seconds. I think that's a lot more time saved than letting your ship live. Yeah, I will say my first fleet that I made was absolute cancer, but I didn't show it to fly because I wanted someone else to do it instead.
And what was that fleet? Oh my god! The 4 ships lined up at the wall.
It's a conga line.
Hey, they figured out how to turn. Congratulations. Alright, Duke. What is your fleet that you didn't show me?
It was like a mix between ImperieX's and Splinter's ideas.
Oh wait, hold on, Duke. You're still in 3 mode. Can you fix that?
I am?
Yes, you are. I keep seeing flashes of weapon ranges on the screen, which must be your cursor getting over a ship.
Oh, that's what Splinter was talking about.
Hey, look, it's running even faster now.
I didn't know it saved that going back out of console mode. The more you know.
Campaign builder messing with the console.
Yeah, Splinter's taking round 2 with or without the waffle.
Oh my god.
This ship's Tokyo drifting on the
I'm so tired.
border.
This match made me so tired.
Alright. Did I actually screw stuff up? No, I didn't. Sweet.
What is there for you to screw up?
When I thought Infamous was fighting me. Oh, I should maybe pause. Can I get a not shooting pause?
I think we just learned what your ships are consisting of, so...
Yeah, it's in there. You know. It's not much to
Plasma
look
cannons. Just a bunch of plasma cannons and a bunch of ass thrusters.
at. Oh yeah.
Dookie Poo, of course, understanding the glory that is the plasma cannon. Making good use of it.
Yeah, Splinter, I just thought that it reset to 2 mode when you close console by default. Yeah, my ships originally only had railguns, but then Flight called my ship pussies, so I gave them plasma instead.
It was true. You know it.
And
They
you know,
were.
they probably do worse against things with plasma, but it's whatever. Yeah, me and Fly were originally gonna like do a co-op fleet. That's why I have 4K ships instead of an AK. Otherwise, I would have definitely had an AK ship. So the first round goes to Acegons.
I think you just wanted to say that.
I did. Hey, at least these are fun to watch, unlike Starfix ships. The small guns are stupidly strong. You talking about Imperix's small guns? Because as far as I'm concerned, I think those small guns are vanilla, are they not?
Yeah, the autoguns in this form are vanilla. Alright, Splinter, what would you define a fun-based rule as?
That sounds pretty opinionated to me. And like, what are people gonna design the ship and then ask us and us say no, or are they gonna ask us before they make the ship if it's okay?
Like, I mean, you could, like, Splinter, you could have said to me, Fly-Faced, I'm gonna make a big waffle. And I would have said, sure, go ahead. But then it would turn out to be a scaffold waffle that lags the game. Yeah, I agree there should be a clause, but I'll probably just call it, like, build ships in good faith. Or something like that.
Oh, and in case anyone's wondering, my ships don't have only plasma. They do have rail. So up next, Infamous versus Splinter. Just yeah. Can I select this, please? There we go.
Freaking Splinter. Duke says his computer can handle a waffle. Turns out, nope.
Well, I mean, depends on your definition of handle.
Well, when I say handle, I would mean you can run it with 2x speed. That's how I would define handle.
Splinter.
Well, he did say that he needs it for the kiters. Is this the last fight in this pool?
I'm curious.
Is this the last fight in this pool?
No, it's not.
How many fights are left? Well, it looks like Splinter's winning anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
I guess not. I'm just curious. If I... No, I'm not going to mess with things. I don't want to break everything completely.
You don't want to pull a lap sap now.
I was going to go outside of the arena and re-import the fleet and then just bring the waffle back in. That sounded like super janky when I actually thought about it, so I didn't do that.
Freaking Splinter pulling the small ship right towards him. What for? No idea.
You almost lost one of those kiters. If it means anything, if you lose this round but win the next one, but lose overall, I'll give you a rematch.
Or just assume he would have won this one, which is what I would do.
Yeah.
It's much easier.
Well, I mean, if you lost overall, that means you would have lost one with the waffles. Because I'm not going to make the same mistake twice. Well,
I'm not sure whose
tempted
shields you're referring to, Splinter, but regardless, they're getting their mass nerfed into the ground, so ships like this shouldn't exist anymore.
So Splinter takes the first round on points. Without the waffle. Splinter just wanted an excuse to dilate the game.
Yeah, Splinter likes his stuff dilated. Takes like 4 seconds to do 1 second. Jesus Christ.
I was just saying you were losing some asteroid thrusters. Yeah, your shield's never popped, I don't think.
The moment a ship tries to interact with the waffle, it just like tanks the sim speed.
Why is it so bad all of a sudden? I had 2 waffles on the screen and it was better than this.
Were ships interacting with the waffle?
Yeah, my ships were fighting it.
Look, dude, we've got several ships trying to eat the waffle right now. Oh, it's dead now.
Yeah, but once ships go in, they have a hard time getting back out. One's made it out. And 2. So what's the point of your waffle? It didn't really kill anything.
Maybe just to distract.
Anyway. Get rid of this mess.
you do know that the core was still alive, right? You just deleted the core.
It wasn't doing anything. It wasn't even killing kiters like Splinter said it would. Or, well. And no, the core wasn't alive. Why were the ships exiting then? They weren't even shooting at the core.
I don't know, dude.
It was definitely dead.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah, so be quiet.
I don't know, dude.
Stop making me doubt myself.
I'm no expert, except for all the times where I'm an expert.
I mean, they weren't even good at grinding melee damage in you.
2x, 2x, 2x.
I don't know if it'll let me, but here we go.
Yeah, well, look at it, it's fine. Oh, it looks like the moment you turned on 2x, one of the enemy ships just magically died somehow. Like if you look at it down at the bottom of the screen, there's like a husk. Can you zoom in on it? I want to see what's going on there. Well, something exploded, that's for sure. Splinter, what do you have there that can pierce armor? Mines, maybe?
Might have been a mine.
Does Splinter have any burst lasers? Maybe they popped a shield.
Hey, didn't I? Now Inu versus Asagons. See if you can handle the ass.
Duke, of course, bringing the booty. Because nobody else was.
Yeah, I think the asteroid thrusters work is pretty great. Spaced armor.
Would you believe me if I told you they got nerfed too?
Well, I don't have to believe you because I already know. They're not actually OP. I did a lot of testing against vanilla ships that with the mod like enabled, and these ships aren't actually overpowered.
Yeah, like if you have just one sword rusher, it'll eat these ships for breakfast. No problem.
Like at first I was like, wow, these things are pretty strong. I wonder if like the asteroid thrusters are boosting it a bunch. But then I made a version with no asteroid thrusters. Same cost. Just replace the asteroid thrusters with like some armor, same weight. Did exactly the same amount of killing and being killed.
Yeah, it's not the asteroid thrusters are OP, it's that they're actually viable choice now. Which, I mean, if you're used to them being total garbage, then sure, that can come across as OP.
Yeah, I think it's just Kaido's OP.
Yeah, it's just a Kaido problem.
It's like, wow,
Still
this
not
ship's
sure
pretty
how
good.
to fix that.
I must have exploited something. It's like, oh, it's just actually good by default. Neat. I mean, are these Kaidos even?
I'd call them skirmishers technically, but
Yeah.
they don't really take damage in the way that a skirmisher does. They're just kind of weird.
Yeah, some of these, one of these could handle some of the old 8K Kaidos. So it's not a bad ship by any means. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So I had two ships. I had this one with the asteroid thrusters and a version with armor and the same amount of P into like thrusters, same weight and everything. And the asteroid thruster version is better versus splash, which makes sense because it's got these big old blocks. And the non version was better against like burst lasers and direct damage. So they even had trade-offs, which I think speaks to asteroid thrusters actually being balanced. My Kaido on the left could go down if it keeps taking these burst laser shots. It's lost a lot of its asteroids. There it goes. Lost one ship. Still in the lead for points though.
Still half the match to go.
Still have the match to go. I don't know if only 2 of the ships worth of burst lasers is enough though. Guess we'll find out. Oh, they've broken 2. I don't know what it's doing though. It's not really focusing on any one ship though.
Getting spooked.
Not spooked enough to get outside the burst laser range though.
I don't think that's possible.
What do you mean?
They got a pretty big range. I think Yenyu's ships will be able to keep up.
I don't think they're trying to keep up. They're dodging and maneuvering.
They can do both at once. Where'd the second ship go? Show me the second ship.
Huh?
Show me the second ship.
What second ship?
Oh, it died.
Yeah, I think it died off screen a little while ago. Oh, that was a lot closer than the first round. Now for Splinter versus me, I won't get rid of his waffle. Just to see if it makes that big a difference.
I think even if the waffle does get the attention of one of Duke's ships, they're just gonna cleave right through it because they have such high DPS, especially compared to the other ships in this tournament. Yeah, burst lasers aren't a good choice for cleaving through the waffle.
Yeah, Waffle's about to die. I could lose a kite though. I don't know.
Wait, blocks don't. I don't think blocks need to be destroyed to cancel regen. Is that true, Duke?
No, it's just a certain amount of damage, I'm pretty sure.
It reminds me of the really obnoxious spiky plant asteroids in campaign. And Waffle.
Oh, I got a good pin on that one. Got some good damage. He's stuck on the wall too. Looks like he's gonna escape there.
Dude, Splinter's not happy with you.
Why?
Go find out yourself.
You do not need that corpse. Not in the least. If anything, that would hurt you just as much as it hurt me.
Man, Splinter ship's really motoring there. Oh, dude, we need to get Arthur to make it so that the arena walls do collision damage.
You can
So
shoot
ship's-
through friendly corpse. With what? What is your ship shooting through the corpse with? And why am I behind the corpse and not, like, right next to your ship? Oh, it looks like I got one of the kiters. Oh, he's escaped again. Crafty little buggers.
They
You-
keep following your ships trying to fight even though they have no health left.
I was not in the drilled tunnel, Splinter. I was gonna leave the waffle until my ship got out of the tunnel, and it was like pretty far out of the waffle by then.
I think Splinter just feels like he's a victim right now.
I think Splinter's trolling. That's what I think. Okay, well,
Alternatively-
even if I went back in, what would that have done? In the very beginning, one of my ships went into the waffle, the other one was distracted by one of your main kiters.
Duke, is he trolling or is he not trolling?
Well, I'm explaining it so everyone knows.
If he's trolling, you're taking the bait.
What? Okay, well, regardless.
Regardless, you get to drill another tunnel into the waffle.
I guess so.
And you get to delete the waffle again to trigger Splinter again.
Yeah, watch as my one ship drills through the waffle and the other ship that's looking at it does absolutely nothing to stop me. Unless I'm pretty sure you don't have any antimatter that I'm seeing.
He has an antimatter on the other ship.
Nah.
Oh, no, it's on that ship. I just thought shoot.
Ooh, a little block.
And Duke, I feel like it would be a good idea to just like reduce the max radius of ships to like 750. So people don't do
I
that.
don't think that's the problem.
What do you
I
think the
think
problem
ships not needing thrusters is the problem.
is? Hmm.
Because I like some long
Possibly.
ships from now and then. Easy fall. Your waffle just
Oh,
looks
yeah,
like
that's
a
right.
big nasty penny. Well, I don't think Splinter has what it takes to break through a small shield, so that might be a problem.
Well, to be fair, his weapons are like, I don't know. He doesn't have weapons.
He has
His ships
burst
just kind
lasers
of
on
run
the one
away.
ship. I'm surprised that one isn't doing anything. Also, like, I don't see why you'd want to win Splinter, because if you win, you're gonna have to fight Infamous. Or, sorry, Imperiex.
Maybe Splinter thinks he can take Imperiex. Splinter, these burst lasers are better than they are in vanilla. I'm not sure what your problem is.
Well, I won that match. We might have Splinter move on, though, because I don't know how you guys feel about a host winning.
That's kind of why I didn't really want you to participate, because I know you make good ships and you're just gonna like kill people, and then people are gonna be upset about that.
I mean, I did enter completely fairly. I wasn't cheating in any way.
It doesn't change anything.
Decisions.
Just do it. Make Splinter move.
Yeah, Splinter's getting the banhammer.
What?
That's how I feel. That's not my fault, Splinter. I don't think the order matters.
It really doesn't.
Go. First up, in actual ships fighting. Duke versus Exter. See if I have what it takes to beat Exter. He swept his pool. Dude, I built my ship in one day. Leave me alone.
Yeah, and it was also pretty much the first day I gave him the mod, so.
It was the first day you gave me the mod. I mean, if I want to win, I could just go into console and make it happen. Yeah, I have the feeling that Incursion is gonna be like Kiter Fest. And as much as I want Incursion to succeed and be a cool thing, I think that might be a problem.
Yeah, when I fixed the burst lasers, I went for make them on the lower end instead of on the higher end. So they might have been a bit over nerfed, I agree. Definitely going to be getting a buff of some sort. Not entirely sure what form that may take.
Oh, looks like you might get one of the Kiters. Ah, no, he didn't have enough to get through. He did surround it there for a second.
It is better than vanilla, that is true. Splinter.
But it's better than vanilla. I think it's worse than vanilla just because it has to charge, and shields are so much better that while it's charging, the shield just goes back to full health.
Well, it has the same DPS as, or actually no, it has better DPS than the vanilla one did. Even after you take into account the charging.
I don't know if that matters with shields though.
What do you mean? DPS is just DPS. When it
If
comes
it's
to
not
shields anyway.
if it's not higher than the shield regen, and it doesn't break the shield on the first volley, then the shield just comes back to full health and the cycle repeats.
And that wouldn't have worked with the vanilla burst laser either, because if this burst laser doesn't have enough DPS to get through the shield, then the vanilla burst laser wouldn't have the DPS either, because it has less.
But the old one would keep the shield down, where the new one wouldn't.
It has to get the shield down in the first place, though.
Splinter. That's what I'm thinking, Splinter.
Yeah, DPS is DPS. I'm not sure what the issue is here.
It's not the same, man.
Well, then someone's gonna have to explain it to me.
Well, I mean, keep in mind, Z-Fall, these asteroid thrusters cost 80p. They are by no means inexpensive.
Yeah, they're also getting a big mass increase in the next update.
I mean, first lasers not working as good as you guys want them to isn't exactly a bad thing. They shouldn't exactly be a one-stop shop to killing everything.
Actually, sticking 20 plus burst lasers on a ship would work exceptionally well in this tourney due to the high strength spammable shields.
But isn't that what Mons did? And
Yeah.
it didn't work at all?
Because he only had like a couple of them on a single ship.
I don't know. I don't know about that statement, but...
Yeah, Starfix has a good... Starfix understands. And they were like that in vanilla too. Because their sustained DPS is just garbage, even in vanilla.
Someone pinging me. Oh. Starfix.
What did he say?
Yeah, you can look in tournaments. Well, looks like I had what it takes to beat swarms. Shield swarms at that. I don't know about beating Imperiex's shield swarm though.
Yeah, the issue is that if you have enough burst lasers to one-shot a shield, then you also have enough burst lasers to one-shot most ships. Like, that don't use shields. It's like, if you can one-shot one thing, then you can one-shot everything.
I mean, you could have gone all waffles. Yes. Now we got the only round that actually matters. Winning on points. Guess that's nice. I think I have enough point defense to deal with just the drones.
If Duke wins this, then we declare Splinter the winner out of pity.
Not even Imperiex wins at this point.
So look, now we've just got the kiters being, or the AI being really dumb. Like, they're just staying out of range of their own weapons for some reason.
And they get close enough sometimes.
They don't have the sustained DPS that they need. They just regenerate. Or their targets just regenerate.
Oh, I definitely don't imagine killing any of them. Oh, they bonked into each other. That was almost pretty bad. Jeez.
Honestly, though, I've gotten what I needed out of this tourney, which is a bunch of exploitative ships that I can use to test things. Now that's why I scheduled it so soon. I just wanted stuff that I can use for testing.
I actually had a lot of iterations past this one that I, you know, if I did use those, I would have been cheating. The only fleet I actually looked at was Toxicos. What's the Excel on the thruster balls? I think it's like 800.
Wait, 800? I thought it was like 180.
No, definitely not.
I don't know what Excel even means, you know?
I mean, once you go past like 600, it doesn't really matter so much. I wonder if I would still be losing if I didn't have the blast pulsers. Or if I'd still be winning if I didn't have the blast pulsers. Well, geez, I didn't think my ships were this good. Why didn't you tell me fly? You had all the ships.
I told you multiple times. I kept telling you, Duke, you shouldn't be in this tournament. And you were like, oh, just put me in anyway. And then I also said to you, your ships are really good if you really insist and you need to be in the abuse pool. And you're like, oh, okay.
Well, Imperiex got some early points. My ships are being pretty dumb this time.
Yeah, your ships got really ballsy after they won that last match.
I mean, they are balls, so... Well,
he was in the last pool because that was the most dangerous pool, aside from Imperiex.
No, I made this ship, if we went by order of things, I would have been the 5th submission.
Yeah, technically.
I don't know why Fly wanted me to be last. He just did. When, you know, the abuse pool wasn't really the last pool, it was more the Imperiex pool.
Well, that Imperiex pool wasn't the abuse pool per se, it was more the Imperiex abusing everyone else pool.
I mean, I don't even know if my ships are even technically abusing anything, so...
Well, they're abusing their opponents.
Yeah, they are doing that.
Which is enough for me to classify them as abuse.
Yeah, today's a Thursday. Jeez. I have to wake up tomorrow.
Imperiex was in that pool because that's the order he submitted in. I only moved Duke around because Duke is an organizer. So I don't think he should play by the same rules that everybody else does.
If Duke went for a ram, they get the advantage back? Do they not already have the advantage?
No, you don't.
I mean by they, as in Imperix's sand.
Oh. I'm pretty sure he's referring to your ships.
Oh, he means if I went for the ram and like pushed them out.
Probably something like that.
I think if I went for the ram, I'd just die.
Yeah, they have a lot of autocannons.
As you could see there, half of my ship disappeared when it got too close. I think the only thing I'm abusing on my ship is the armored generators.
Yeah. Or, well, just large generators in general.
But I mean, if you get that far into my ship, it's already dead anyway, so...
Well, the thing that's wrong about them is their mass. It's
Yeah.
too low.
On to the third round.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna minimize the playback, and I'm gonna play MechWar online. I hope everyone's all right with that. Because
We actually have more. Oh, wow. We had more watchers now than when we started.
Whoa.
They apparently like watching ships go around in circles.
The kiter meta, my dude.
There's something maybe a little zen-y about it. Yeah, same star.
I'll never understand why everybody seems to hate that game.
Kiters would be stronger if there were better anti-kiter weapons. What?
No, it means the kiter meta would be better, as in like the meta would be healthier.
Ah. Yeah, before this pool ends, does anyone want to fight anyone they didn't get to meet in the pools? Yeah, just ban kiters, honestly. Take an Alexander with approach. But then
Force
get
all the
wrecked.
kiters to use asteroid parts.
I mean, we might be getting an asteroid launcher. Arthur seems a little more interested in that than some of the other things suggested. Send me the... Actually, I think I might have the burst laser frigate. Yeah, if you want any, like, ships in general, not even from this tournament, you want me to fight certain stuff, just send it to my DMs. I'll hook you up. I don't want the after party to last too long, though, so we're definitely going to be done by an hour from now, at least.
An hour from now? Oh, I want to be done in 10 minutes.
You can leave whenever you want.
Yeah, I can just boogie.
Yeah, I don't care about P, man. Just give me a ship. Jeez.
It's morning, just in time to see Imperiex being very dirty.
Look at all that blue sand. Yeah, Ice Martin. You're a little late. I mean, it's just about to get good. Yeah. Good job, Imperiex and Splinter, for breaking the game with your stuff. Imperiex more than Splinter. Splinter's waffles were off-brand, that's why they didn't work.
No, these are just the vanilla drones from the vanilla game.
Yeah, but they have those big old shields, and that's why they're able to live.
Yeah, that as well. I fully believe though, if I make an armor version of this fleet, it'll do better.
They'd
Which I mean, I
definitely
guess
be losing a
I
lot
should
more
do right.
points, I
I
think.
should do that right now. I'm gonna do that right now.
I'm pretty sure they'd be losing a lot more points if they had armor instead of
Hopefully,
shields.
I will do it right now, and I will do it so fast that you will be able to test it right now on the stream.
Good.
Yeah.
Anyway, just gonna kind of do a one of this. Well, GG everyone. I apparently win because I'm the best. No surprises here. Oh, I guess. Wait. Imperiex won. Imperiex won, as he should have. I guess I wasn't paying attention to the second. No, the third round of me versus Imperiex. Alright. Did Star send me the thing? Yeah, your fleet did go kamikaze. It was eliminated in the third pool. Okay. And you sent me presumably something large. Yeah, it's 100,000 P. That's kind of big, I suppose. Can I actually grab it though? Yeah, I can grab it. What are we fighting? Who? Who is it fighting? And why? I guess you don't really need a why.
Does Duke need a Y?
YMCA.
Okay.
Yeah, I think everyone lost technically because of how unbalanced everything is still.
Yeah, it'll take a little bit, but at least now we've got a big chunk of chips that can be used for testing because that was the main issue. We were lacking testing material,
Okay.
which is why the tournament ran so soon. Like why there wasn't a big lead up to it, you know, the way there normally is.
This thing? Huh. Wasn't over 100p in the file. Interesting. Go. Yeah, we didn't really have a you can only have so many fleets rule. Which I don't even know if we should fix that. What do you think, Fly?
No, I don't think that needs to be fixed. If people want to spam fleets, they can go right ahead.
They need it to at least be different.
Yeah, they definitely have to be distinctly. Yeah, here's a rule: you can submit multiple fleets, but they cannot share a ship.
And they can't be like similar.
No, they cannot share any ships. Like none of the ships can be the
Oh,
same.
you could just take off like a thruster on this one. Now it's technically
Well,
different.
we can assess it using our
We're
brain instead
talking
of.
of like veterans here. They're gonna
Dude,
exploit everything.
no, we
Everything.
we assess it using our brains, not our rules.
Ah, but then people are trolls and they troll us.
Yeah, well, they can do what they want, you know.
Oh, I really like that. Antimatter, like.
All right, I sent you the ship. I didn't even test it, so we're gonna find out if I get humiliated on camera.
Alright. Dog. I'm grabbing all the ships while this.
Oh, I forgot to put a
runs.
thruster on it. Don't actually use that. I didn't put. It doesn't have any thrust.
I don't care. I can
No,
fix
like
that
the
myself.
tournament won't load.
Yeah, I can fix that myself.
Don't worry, I just fixed it.
fine. Did you send it to me yet?
Hold on, I'm exporting it.
This is
Jeez, you're so needy.
fascinating stuff. Sorry, I forgot to auto scroll. That's a very beautiful ship you have though, Yenyu. Very nice.
Okay, there you go.
Yay. Actual ship.
It looks terrifying, don't worry.
Yeah. Host of views? I don't know what you're talking about, Fly. Not Fly. Splinter. It's got blocks instead of shields.
Yeah, it's just the same ship but with blocks. Make it fight like your ship or something. I don't know.
What the hell is this? Alright. Yeah, I get the feeling that I'm gonna get a lot more points.
Oh, that's kind of odd. What made them separated this time?
I ran into one of them.
Why didn't your ship do that against the shielded ones?
I'm not getting a lot more points, actually.
You still get points off of shields, by the way.
So, yeah, I know that, but, like, I guess I thought that if armor costs... Oh, random music playing in the background. I should maybe stop that. We'll go back to this one. Yeah, the armor versions are actually doing better.
Well, really? What a surprise. It's almost like shields are worse than armor.
I don't know if they are, like, actually worse looking, though.
I literally just like slammed stuff on as fast as I possibly could. I still find it super bizarre that some of the armor ones are getting separated from the group, but that wasn't happening with the shield ones. I don't understand.
Maybe my ships are more ballsy with the armored versions? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Combine shields with armor. I mean, yeah. Also, what Splinter said. I think the armor versions are better, but both sides score more points on average. Because they're more spread out, so I can take advantage of separating them, but they are just better at dealing damage, I guess? Who knows?
Who knows? Regardless, something needs to be dealt with. Alright, well, I'm gonna boogie. I'll let you guys do your thing.
Yeah.
I have balancing to do. Some exploits to fix. Freaking shields.
I don't know, guys. Our ship doesn't seem too happy about this. Oh my gosh. Oh. Decimated. Yeah, Owl's ship can't get close enough to do anything. There's just so many drones. Anyway. Ask and you shall receive. underwhelming amount of damage. Oh, my game. Oh. Oh. That wasn't so underwhelming. Jeez, my game hates you, Splinter. Oh, he disconnected it. Perfect judo chop. Yeah. Man, ships are just so scared of drones now. It's ridiculous. They just can't handle drones existing. Oh, we got one. Well, if you can kill one, you can kill the other one. I don't think Splinter could break through shields with either of his designs. Sadly. See if Starfix has what it takes. Looks like a big ol' nope. I also do not have what it takes. No surprises there. I think it's fair to say that Owl will also beat Xderp. Burst lasers aren't strong enough. Oh. Are you sure about that? Seems strong enough to me. Kind of curious about this one actually. I don't think Owl will ever be able to kill this thing. And I don't think Toxico will ever kill Owl. So Toxico will win on points. Yeah. Big ship's doing stuff, yeah! Yeah, man, it's really cool seeing Toxico's ship work with the mod. Because, like, his vanilla version of the ship is just really bad. But, with the mod's changes, his really cool looking ship can actually do stuff. And I'm all for really cool looking ships doing stuff. Yeah, that won't live. So yeah, is there anything else you guys want to see? I mean, to be fair, Toxico beat the burst laser only thing, but Toxico also has burst laser, so who's actually winning? Here's another iteration of my ship. I doubt it'll do anything. Looks like 2 shots, Splinter. Yeah. Yeah, I'm really interested to see how the meta will change as we start adding new ships. I think we're gonna be adding red next, if everything goes to plan. Ooh, here's an interesting idea. What cancer is better? Haven't even made any of them spin yet. Oh, one of them's gone. Two of them are gone. Three of them are gone. I don't think they'll be able to break through the shield though. Shield too strong. Yeah, this is another testament to large shields being too strong. But like, almost not strong enough, because I almost beat them. Yeah, Imperiex easily wins on points. I don't think he's gonna even so much as break one of these shields. Alright, last calls. And then I'm gonna shut the stream down. Or actually moves them. Wasn't expecting that. Jeez. Yeah, they don't have any point defense. I'll try this a few different tanks. See if they do anything. Not a chance. I was pretty curious about this even. Crystalline missiles? Give you guys a little sneak peek of my newest ship. Jeez. Missile spam. I guess I could just make it unfair and give him like, I don't know, 32,000. doubt these guys will do anything. Yeah. Nope. Hey, that's what I like to see. Beautiful. So lasers still do the job, just that Terran doesn't really have good enough lasers apparently, or we didn't have enough swords, I suppose. Oh jeez. Broke one shield, 2 shield, 3 shield, 4 shield, 5 shield, 6 shield. That's a lot of missiles. Okay, so that works. It works like point defense and damage at the same time, but can it work at same P? Yeah, it's still working for point defense pretty much. And they're still breaking shields. It's taking them a little longer. I don't know. They're really fighting the regen now. And the more they spread out, the worse it is for them. But I mean, they're definitely winning on points. Oh, this guy. No, I don't think they're gonna get any of them as long as they're spread out like this. Yeah, they win on points for sure. Yeah, you guys can go ahead and take a look-see. I don't mind. You guys all know what this is made of. Is it enough armor spam? Why isn't my gun shooting? Interesting. Yeah, I was messing around with asymmetrical weapon loadouts to see if I couldn't use it to cheese some kiter designs. Because usually what happens is oh, it looks like I did it. Cool. Usually what happens with that ship is it grinds up against the arena wall when it's fighting kiters, and the missiles keep it from sticking. Sticking to the wall. So I guess that works. I'm gonna try one last thing. Yeah, I'm sure Pararas could win too. They're basically those things that I had in Waste 47. Use is basically a slightly better version of the Parara Iceborn. So I'm just gonna try this last thing and then call it there. Which one was it? This one. I think they're gonna do it. Not very well, but looks like they're gonna do it. Well, thank you all for coming to the first tournament, and I hope you had a good time. I'm gonna call it there. I'll catch you guys around in the next patch. See ya.